Hello everybody, it's Sarah, and I know that I look naked, but I actually have a dress on. It just doesn't have any straps. Today I thought I'd like to talk to you a bit about my bookish pet peeves, because of course I have them as well. And I know that there have been a lot of booktubers who made videos like that, but I think that my bookish pet peeves might just be a little bit different from everybody else's. So I have a few categories, let's start. First category is editions. I know a lot of booktubers have talked about how it bothers them if there is a change in the edition of a book mid-series, or even after the series is finished and they don't have all the books yet and they have to buy books from different editions. That really doesn't bother me. Of course, if I had the money, I would buy all the same editions. But for example, the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, I have this edition for the first and the third book, but this edition was €3 cheaper for the third book. And I'm a student, so I can't really afford always buying the more expensive book. So now I have two different editions for this trilogy, and it's okay for me. Because even if it's like this on the shelf, it's just obviously a different edition, it's a different book, so I'm just like, whatever, who cares? However, what I do mind is if a book basically is still the same edition and there's just small changes. An example for that would be the Shadowhunter series by Cassandra Clare. The mortal instruments as well as the infernal devices have this spine. So you have the title here, you have the last name of the author, you have the number of the book right here, and they are two different series, but they look all the same on my shelf, and that's like really nice. Now they had to go and change the style of the Dark Artifices. For the cover, I don't really care. I don't see it on my shelf. But the spine is also different. And it seems like it's the same edition, but it's just a little bit different. And so I don't really mind if there's a big difference, if it looked completely different. But like this, it's just not enough difference for me not to be bothered, if you understand what I mean. Similarly, I don't know if you can see it, but I have the Heroes of Olympus series right here, and there's this black stripe down 4 of the books, and the 5th book doesn't have it. It's the same edition. Why doesn't the 5th book have this stripe? And it's so dark that you wouldn't really notice it if you didn't look closely. But once I noticed it, I was just so bothered. And actually, the stripe, it does have the stripe on the cover, but it stops. And that is just, it's just always when I look at them, I get so annoyed and angry. And it seems like a really small thing to get annoyed about, but whatever. Bookish problems. The second category I have is book sizes. As I said, I don't mind different editions, so if I have different editions and the sizes are different of the books, who cares? For example, these are 2 books in the same series. They are 2 books in the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series by Laurel K. Hamilton. And they are different editions, they have different sizes, so I don't really care. However, now I have 3 books. They are the same edition. And take a look at that. They are 3 different sizes. Why would you make them 3 different sizes? That's... I kind of understand 2 different sizes. That has something to do with my next pet peeve, but 3 different sizes. Honestly, it's just... I don't understand. Whatever, let's just move on. So, as most of you know, I am from Austria, and we do not usually get the hardcovers of books in our bookstores, at least of English books. So they do this really annoying thing where they just publish the book in a fucking huge size. I mean, look at that. It's like bigger than my head, and this has like over 1,000 pages. And then you have to wait a few months And then you get the mass market paperback size. That's not actually a mass market paperback size, but you get what I'm going for, I think. So it's just something that is so unnecessary that I don't understand. And I think the reason why I also don't like it is because of that I have less space on my shelves at home because I can't get the mass market paperbacks at the time when I want them. It doesn't even have to be a mass market paperback, just a book that I can carry around with me, where I don't feel like I'm lifting weights. Okay, my third group of pet peeves is concerning bookshelves. I am very particular about my bookshelves. I, for example, cannot do a rainbow shelf. Actually, with my books that I have at my mom's place, I tried a rainbow shelf, but I just didn't have the patience, so it's kind of rainbow-ish only. But that works for me because I don't have to see the books every day. Otherwise, I cannot deal with shelves where the authors are not together and where the series are not together in the right order. It's actually a big pet peeve of mine if I go to the bookstore and the series isn't in the right order. There have been times when I went up to Cassandra Clare's books and I was just like, no, that's in the wrong order. City of Lost Souls comes before City of Heavenly Fire. And I had to change it. So that's one pet peeve of mine when it comes to shelves. And another one, let me show you right here. I have my Harry Potter books right here. But if you count them, they are only 6 books. So this is something that bothers me. They fit this cube perfectly. But if I had the 7th book, it would be ruined. And so I'm not buying the 7th book, even though I want the 7th book. Because who wants to have only 6 books in a 7-book series? And actually all of the books that I had by Cassandra Clare fit perfectly in a cube like this until I got Lady Midnight. So I had to change my bookshelf. I'm changing my bookshelves about every 2nd month, I think. So yeah, that's a huge pet peeve. My last pet peeve is something I never noticed with English books. This only concerns German books. And as you can see here, up here, right behind me, I kind of play Tetris with my bookshelves so I can fit all of my books in the shelves. And sometimes it's better if I put them like this. So you have a book here, you have the spine here, and it's just pretty normal that you would lay the book down like this. So the cover is on the top. So I have a German book here. Here's the cover, here's the spine. I put it with the cover on top, and now look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that this is written the wrong way? So I always have to put my books down like this, with like the summary part on top. And I swear it's like with 99% of the German books, it's like that. And I never noticed it. And then I noticed it, and I'm just like, why? Who decided that? Who decided that it would be a good idea to write the title on in a way that if you lay the book down, the summary is on top? And that was it for my bookish pet peeves. Tell me all about yours in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. You can also follow me and friend me and stuff on my social media. The links are in the description down below. And I hope I'll see you guys soon. Kiss kiss!